Rihanna is the Super Bowl halftime performer. The Super Bowl is in Arizona this year. Very exciting. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable. I do think that it's also all signs point to perhaps she's going to have some new music coming in the next few months. It's like, oh, bam, new single, new something. And then it's like, bam, Super Bowl performance, really just throwing it all out there because she hasn't performed in quite some time.
I don't remember the last time I saw, because did she do a tour or any performances
I'm gonna
with
look
her
up
last album, her anti-album? That came out 2016. I only know that because we did like a thing about it today.
Her like fashion show is the only thing I can think of.
Right,
but she
like
doesn't sing, does she?
No, she doesn't. Those are very much just fashion shows, and they're great fashion shows. I love
that.
When
That was the last time
on
she
TV.
toured.
Wow. Okay. Oh, so she did
in
tour.
2016.
She did tour. Okay. So
Gosh,
yeah,
that's 6 years ago.
yeah, that's crazy. So and there obviously hasn't been any new music since then. I think that the main thing everyone is always badgering her about is the music.
Yeah.
They're always, where's the music? You know, she'll
She's
put
like,
out
I don't
a
need
beautiful
to.
new.
I make bajillion dollars with my makeup.
She's like, I got makeup, I got lingerie.
Yeah.
I'm doing hot shit over here.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the music.
Having a
It will
baby.
come. Having a baby, being cool, looking amazing every minute of the day. Those are the things that Rihanna does. And I don't think that, I would like to think that we're getting a new album or a new song or something. I heard rumors around the internet and around, I forget, somebody in the office was talking about it being like, I heard on Good Morning America, which I did not hear or see, that Rihanna is in fact putting out an album this fall. But I feel like,
What do you mean they heard on like
I was like, where'd you hear that? And they're like, Good Morning America. And I was like, what?
That sounds.
And then I didn't dive further into it.
That sounds made up.
It did sound made up to me.
That's the crazy thing is people are going to be disappointed unless
Right.
she releases new. Like she'll perform in the Super Bowl. No, people are going to be like, what?
I mean, people. I don't know about that. I, for one, like, if she does not put out any music leading up to the Super Bowl, I will be perfectly content.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Because
really
at the end
care.
of the day, you're playing the Super Bowl, you're playing the hits. She's not going to be playing new songs at the Super Bowl. She's going to be playing the classics.
But if you could choose right now between she plays the Super Bowl or you get a new Rihanna album, one or the other,
Super
which
Bowl,
one?
Super Bowl.
I choose.
Really?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way. I would prefer a new
Super
album.
Bowl.
I would love to watch her perform. She's we were talking about it before. She's a great performer. And
I think it's so iconic. It's such a huge deal. And yes, I do want a new Rihanna album, but at this point, like, we've waited so long. What's another few years? At
exactly.
This point?
I'm like, whatever.
And she always
keeps
she always keeps teasing that, like, it's, if she does put out a new album, it'd be a different sound. It wouldn't sound like the old stuff. And I'm like, oh, I kind of just want the old stuff.
Yeah, I want, like you said, I want Ponte Replay. I want Umbrella. You know, I do think that they'll do like a whole wet stage Umbrella situation.
Diamonds.
You know,
I mean,
Diamonds. We
like,
found
guys,
love.
It's absolutely insane how many. It's going to be so good.
It's going to be amazing.
ASAP 100% has to come out, right?
Oh, for sure. Do they have a song together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fashion Killer.
Fashion. I don't think that's necessarily a Super Bowl performance.
Right.
Or they could just like mix something together. Like they'll.
There's
no way you don't bring them out.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Maybe she's like, this
to
is
be
my
completely
show,
honest,
bitch.
if I was the Super Bowl halftime show, I'm not bringing out like my significant other to steal
way.
the thunder
Not
from
a
me.
If you're
Chance.
Beyonce, you wouldn't want Jay-Z to come. I mean, did she?
No. He didn't come out, which was amazing.
No, TMZ posted something that was like, here are the 50 artists that are being considered as like guests for
saw that
Rihanna's
too,
performance. It's like, at the end of the day, she does not need to bring anybody out. I wouldn't be surprised, like maybe if she does, because that's just the fanfare of doing a Super Bowl show. But she does not need to. I would actually prefer that she not. I would like it to be fully, because look, we watched the J-Lo documentary. We saw her and Shakira. They put them together. Those two were not fighting against each other, but they were like fighting for time on who, like,
Although
what
that
songs
ended
are
up
going to
being
get to
awesome.
play. Yeah, it was awesome, but you know, there were songs that got left on the cutting room floor there because they only had a certain amount of time. They pushed the time limit as much as they can. So it's like, just give it to Rihanna and let her play what she wants.
I like that idea a lot too. I am excited for the prospect of a couple of guests on songs. I was trying to think of people that she's done songs with that maybe she could pop out with. The only person I could think of, obviously, it was Taylor Swift because everybody's talking about the rumors that Taylor Swift was going to perform and now she's not.
Rihanna and Taylor Swift perform
No, it would be
together.
amazing. Well, this is what she came for. Is Taylor wrote that and Rihanna sang it. It was a Calvin
I
Harris
feel
song.
like if you're Taylor, you want to wait until it's you. Like,
Well, for sure.
Yeah, and
but I also
You wanna
think
be like
Do
her
we think
guest.
is the rumors true? I saw that Taylor maybe turned it down or didn't want to do it?
Yes, I think
or-
it was in the card. So I heard from a friend who heard from a friend who works at Apple, and they told me that Taylor was for sure doing it, or that the offer was extended. But then she said no because she wants to re-record make sure all of her new albums are out. Because usually
That is
when
a good point.
usually when an artist performs at the Super Bowl, obviously their streams.
Right,
pop
everybody
off
goes and they're like,
after.
"Oh my god, I haven't heard
Yeah.
that song in so long. It's such
And
a good
why
song.
would
Let me
she-
go play it." Why would you give? Yeah,
Right.
fair.
And half of her hits are still tied up with Scooter Braun. Why is she going to perform? Why is he going to collect the royalties from the fucking Super Bowl? Like, everybody's watching that. That's
She
even
hasn't
more for
redone
him.
1989. She's got so
Right.
many hits. She can't be doing like.
What about
yeah.
Reputation either? I mean,
No,
Reputation's
no,
under
Reputation,
his
I think so.
wing as
But I have
well,
a question.
right?
Do you go back when you listen to old Taylor Swift songs? Which versions are you listening to?
If there is a Taylor's version,
Yeah, always
out
Taylor's
for it. Always
version.
Taylor's
Yeah,
version.
always
yeah.
Taylor's version. If there's a, it sucks for me though because I am a big fan of Reputation in 1989.
Yeah,
I love
I'm-
those.
yeah, they're
I listen to Reputation a lot,
phenomenal
so I feel
albums.
bad about it. But like, if I'm listening,
But
I don't
Sharon
think
or
she
Fearless.
expects her fan base to just stop listening to
No.
the songs that she hasn't re-recorded,
No,
but
no,
I
but I'm
understand
saying-
why she would not want to perform them.
Yeah.
But like some versions, you must like the original better, and then it's like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to listen
No,
to this
I
now.
don't.
To be
I
honest,
I
they
don't.
don't sound
sound pretty
that
much the same. Yeah.
unless like even on Fearless when she clearly sounds different. Like it's not that. It's not
It
like
still plays the
jarring,
same.
and yeah, it's not jarring enough. Where you're
Yeah.
like, oh god, her voice is a little deeper. It's not as good.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's
just
not.
It's basically more mature. It honestly
Yeah.
makes it a little bit better for me personally. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes in her younger songs, she sounds so young. And
Right,
so
and as we get
as a
older, it's kinda
old ass
nice.
bitch. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
like I can't be like
It's actually
I can-
kinda nice.
And when you think Tim McGraw, like
Yeah,
in like
yeah,
the
exactly.
highest pitched
Right,
voice, I
right.
can't do that.
Right. When you hear like teardrops on my guitar, you're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, she sounds so young. But
Right, she's a little baby.
yeah, and she does. So
But yeah, so that was always a rumor. I also have a problem with everybody getting pissed, Taylor fans included, getting pissed about Rihanna. We love both, okay? We can love both people.
know,
we
I
love
know.
Taylor, we love Rihanna. We don't need to make an issue out of it. I've been seeing a lot of people talking shit on both sides, and I just think we all should all come
Feels
together and hang
silly.
out. They're friends.
it feels
What's
very
the problem?
silly, and
Taylor will do it eventually.
it's like, oh, and be like, oh, thank God Taylor's not doing it. Taylor will put on an absolute killer Super Bowl halftime
Are you
performance.
kidding me? Yeah.
I don't know why. I think people like, and Rihanna is Rihanna. And they both have insane star power. They do different
Mm-hmm.
types of music, and it's just like Taylor. It's like all of a sudden we forgot that Taylor toured stadiums and
Exactly.
put on these insane performances.
right. And her, you can watch them all on Netflix.
Who do
Go
you,
watch
who do you
them.
think's more famous worldwide?
That's a good
That's
question.
a good question. I'd probably.
I feel like Taylor
I
Swift.
think maybe Rihanna.
I feel like
I
Taylor
really don't
Swift.
know.
Probably. I don't know.
It might be Taylor at this point. I think during Rihanna's like peak, it was obviously her. Like
Yeah.
just
I
'cause
guess
she's
like
so
Taylor's music is
international.
more.
I mean, Taylor's fan base right now is bigger than
They
ever. I
have
think.
very
It's so rabid.
similar, and I know Taylor Swift
Followings.
has of course put out
yeah.
more music
Mm-hmm.
as of in the last few years, but as far as like the hits come, Taylor Swift has 57, almost 58 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and Rihanna has like 52 and a half. So pretty,
okay.
pretty
That's
similar.
pretty impressive
Yeah,
because
that
she
is-
hasn't put out music.
That's what I'm
in-
saying.
That is
and it's-
impressive.
and it's
Yeah, that is
fairly, fairly similar at that point. So
yeah, absolutely.
you probably not going to bring out Drake, huh?
That would be crazy.
Damn, that would be good.
you think-
though.
It would be good. I mean, she's got to play work. There's no
I
way
know, you
she doesn't
can't
play
not
work.
I
play
wonder
it.
if. Do you think they would consider Drake for a halftime show ever?
I think they would.
Or
I bet Drake would be great.
even honestly, Harry Styles. I was like, I feel like
Oh, yeah.
he could
I
easily be
just,
asked.
I just
He's a
think
little, his
you
music
got to put
sound
in
now is a little
yeah,
more.
and I also think you got to
easy listening,
You got to
you
put
know?
in the work a little. No pun intended,
Yes.
but
yes.
I think you have to work a little bit more.
Yeah, put in your hours.
You know,
earn your
He's just-
stripes.
Like
you gotta earn
he
your
has
stripes.
3 albums, but it's
He's young.
just
He only just did like what did he do? Oh yeah, I guess for Fine Line he did like a stadium tour, right? Or
I
did
don't
he?
think. No, he
No,
just performed the
he-
first
no.
stadium ever. I think this year, Wembley.
Oh well, then
doesn't
yeah,
do
no,
sta-
he's
he
got
doesn't
he
do
needs a little bit more
Yeah.
more time, I think. I'm excited for Rihanna though. I can't wait. It's gonna be fantastic.
I know.
It's something to look
Gosh.
forward to.
Yeah, it would be wow. I'm very excited for that. That's a great choice.
Yeah.
And I do think music wise, I do think we'll get something
Without question.
coming up
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
Because that feels like I don't think she would do the halftime show without pairing it with something else.
No.
And I also hope for another documentary. Like, I like
I
the
would love that
documentaries
too.
around the Super Bowl halftime shows. I find them very interesting. I would love for Rihanna
Same.
to do one as well.
Same. I bet it would have a completely different vibe.